Hello, I'm RetroJules, flying by the seat of my pants again. My favourite style of game. Normally means I haven't put an awful lot of skill into the game. My tankery is very reactional. It's not particularly well thought out. I'm not watching the mini-map. I'm just making bad decisions. And I normally lose quite a lot of my health early on in the game. And that for me focuses the mind, because I then realise that I've been playing like a complete idiot. I've got hardly any health left and I have to tune in to my inner tanker and think about how I'm going to survive and be a benefit to the team. And I think if I started most games with just a smidge of health, I would actually be a better tanker to start off with. However, the flip side of that would be that if I started a lot of games with a tiny amount of health, some games would be incredibly quick games indeed. So I'm going to like a usual spotting position while I wait for our team to approach the flag and the airfield, as it is an encounter battle. And I sit here and I wait for something to appear. Quite patient for me, because normally by now I would have gone, but I'm just waiting and I just want to spot anything that comes through. And then I realise that our guys are approaching. They kind of need a scout really ahead of them, so I take that upon myself. I've spotted 6 tanks and that's all I've done so far, and I'm going to push to the position that I normally go to when I spawn from the other side of the map and see what we can see. And I snatch a dreadful auto aim on that bat chat. It was good for one shot. Had I just taken that little bit of care and aimed that shot, I'd have taken that out, and I've exposed myself. I haven't pulled back after firing, and I'm on the 3rd of my health, and I'm getting in the way of our Death Star. And oh, there's an E100 down there and I'm showing me bum to that. That's not good, and yeah, I'm not happy with where I am now, because these guys don't auto aim a T-32 because you're gonna hit its lid and it's going to bounce. And there we go, proof of the pudding. Retro, aim your shots, they both go in and you take the tank out. And yes, that bat chat is still over there, and you should have taken that out with your first shot. And I'm not watching the minimap at all, and E100 snuck right up on me. Luckily my tracks ate that shot. I take a shot in the bum. Oh, a shot whistles by, another shot whistles by, and I am off. Not much health, and I decide that I'm not going to stay that side of the map, because I have a feeling I haven't really seen many tank destroyers yet. I saw a couple when I was spotting earlier on, but I'm wondering whether they're looking down the airfield, so I don't want to go in that direction. And I get this wrong too. I should just wait a little bit, and yeah, if I just waited I could have tracked the STI for our heavy and pinned it in place. Bit of a mistake. I was just backing up, and I was probably a little bit concerned that it might turn its attention to me, but it didn't. So we pop up on top, and let's see if we can help the guys down at J6, down on the shoreline. And a usual bit of retro driving. Always like to put that in the videos for you. A little bit risky this one, if I can get my shot in first. And I do. We take that bat chat out. And then don't auto aim the Malsian. Good man. Take that tank out. And then an E5. And I think, right, reload Retro. Reload. Get out of the way. Ooh. And... I would normally have reloaded there. And that just goes to show that it was a closer tank. But a snatchy auto aim just did the trick. Right, what do I do next? Look at that, at C2. There are 4 of their TDs camping, looking straight down the airfield towards the cap. I'm nearly reloaded. I'm going to go and try and help our tank destroyer take out this E5. It's taken an almighty hit, and surprised I auto-aimed that. Well, I'm not surprised actually that I auto-aimed that, but I did, and it was yellow, and I still got away with it. 5 tank kills, 8 tanks spotted. Not a lot of damage in this game though. There's been a lot of finishing tanks off, which is what this tank is good for, but not great on the damage front. And I'm just wondering if I can get a shot on that 183. 183 Death Star. That's a nice shot in its lid. Will I get another one? Come on. I think it's a little bit risky at this distance. So, it's even Stevens, 5 tanks apiece, but they're all in one corner because they're camping. And I would quite like to get a Top Gun out of this, if I can. Just to have something to show for this game, because really, I've spent most of it making really poor decisions, playing rather badly, and mainly running away from trouble. Full drum, reloaded, not a lot of health. Any hit from a tank destroyer is probably going to finish me off. They're all up here. RT's out in the middle there. RT won't last long. And I'm just hoping that I can flank and just get that last kill in and get myself a Top Gun, because I don't get many Top Guns. Stritzfarn down the bottom, taken out, and there's one. One shot in, track it. Oh, no, didn't track it. Get out of the way. Oh, I'm on 7 health. I can't believe I survived that. It's looking this way. It's turning the other way. Go. No, it's turning back. Get out of the way. Get on. No. Oh, bugger. It was turning the other way, and I thought I had an easy side shot, and it just turned back, and there was nothing I could do. Well, it was nearly a Top Gun, but nearly is not good enough, and our guys don't take long to finish the job. But we won. Hurrah. And how did we do overall? Crap on silver. Yeah, 1,800 XP, that's alright. Yeah, not great on damage. It was all about finishing tanks off on low health, really. But we came second overall. Well, if flying by the seat of your pants is your kind of game style, and it's certainly mine, this is absolutely the tank to do it in. The T100 LT Soviet Tier 10 light tank, the pancake tank. Do have to be careful even in shallow water with this tank. And you have to be careful if you take it through soft, sludgy ground, because it does not react or turn well. So I'm heading up for a usual spotting point at about G6. Sometimes a bit risky if TDs get a sniff of me, but normally quite effective. And I think I really get on with this tank because it's such a good auto-aim tank. But that does encourage my dirty, filthy habit of auto-aiming. But as my wife said, if that is my only dirty, filthy habit, then actually things aren't too bad at all. So we're going in for the Leo, and this is where it just excels. Just keep auto-aimed, keep moving, and the dispersion is so good on the move with this tank, even though it's not that accurate. At close range like that, you just get away with murder. So there's the 1390 up here, and it all goes a little bit wrong from this point. Yeah, I was never going to get a shot with that 1390 moving. And I wouldn't go down there if I... No, stop. Well done. Oh, I thought we were going to go straight on then. That would not have been a good move. Yep, absolutely happy to help you. And I just prioritised the tanks wrongly here. Missed the shot on the 1390 because of that lump. Really, I should have sped past and helped with the Leo, but I then take my shot and bounce it off our T49. Go in for the Leo. Get shunted by the T49. And he says sorry. That's absolutely fine. It's not often you see sorry come up in the game. Unless I'm in the game. Because it's normally me that's apologising for things. Whether I get in people's way, nudge them, or just generally drive a bit badly. Now I kind of want to push. We've got heavies camping at the spawn. Our entire team pretty much is down the valley. And I kind of want to light some more tanks up, and I'm just playing it cool here because I don't really have any support. If I do light anything up, who on earth is going to hit it anyway? There's just kind of nobody looking this way, I don't think. But I go that way anyway, through some what I thought was shallow water, and normally that is shallow water, but it is such a low tank. It's risky taking it through any water. And yeah, that auto aim didn't work. And that waffle knows I'm here now. Yeah, and I just sit there, let it take its shot. Cost me half my health. And it cost me my driver. Fix your driver, thank you. Right, and run. Let's just clear out the way. And oh, another shot, and it takes my cannon out too. And this tank just does not steer well through this boggy stuff. If you can keep your speed up, it's fine. You can keep your momentum, but it's just turning. So there are heavies around A3, A4. There we go. And I'm going to see if I can help. After all, we have two heavies that have just stayed there for the entire game, with the support of a tank destroyer. Oh, there's a 5041. A quick panic auto aim does the job. I had no idea it was there. And yeah, I should have reversed there. That cost me. There's something at the back there. Probably a tank destroyer, I would say. Now what do I do? Should try and help with the heavies. An E75. I think it's also an IS7 and a T10. There's the T10. E75. And shooting that rock isn't going to help anybody. Nice auto aim in the back. That was safe to do. Hopefully get another one. Oh, it's turning, turning, turning. Another one, and yep, run. Out of trouble. Couple of shots in the E75. That's going to help. But I'm not keen to stay there because that E75 knows I'm there. So I kind of give it the impression I'm running away. And then I'm not really sure what to do. Our guys have kind of got them pinned, which means there's that tank destroyer. That's probably the guy that got that shot in me earlier on. Tortoise. E75 down there, no shot. Do I help them with those heavies? But I was just so concerned that E75 knew I was there and might come for me. So I'm really indecisive what to do. So I kind of decide that, well, actually, the entire team, apart from those three heavies, are at J5 on the corner of the valley, and I'm just going to go where the numbers are. Yeah, I know you need a target, but, you know, you've got two heavies over there, two tank destroyers. I know you'd like me to be spotting for you, but I'm not really happy to do that. They're behind rocks, you're probably not going to get shots on them anyway, so I decide to go this way. And like I say, it was indecisive. We get a shot on the Rheinmetall and then leg it. and the Rheinmetall starts coming for me, and I think, well, I'm going to run away from... This isn't so much seat of your pants, it's kind of like shoot and run. So I run, but actually that light tank is then going in the opposite direction. And I didn't really, with my health, want to play games with another light tank. Doesn't generally end well, although me shooting on the move is far more effective than the Rheinmetall. So I'm going to go back and see if I can help with the last heavy. Our guys have done really good there. It's just the IS-7 left. The E-75 and the T-10 have been taken out. And I'm so relieved I didn't auto-aim on an IS-7. But then I take my shot and miss anyway. Now, which way is it looking? I've got a nice dead centre. What happened to that shot? Okay. And then... oh, the light tank comes for me anyway, so the game that I didn't want to play earlier on, I'm forced into. And really, there was nothing to worry about at all. It was always in the bag. 3 tanks destroyed, half the team spotted, 12 damage ribbons, 7 assisted, 5 criticals. What I would normally call a solid, effective game. And just going in with the rest of the guys. Will I get there in time to do anything? Probably not. And I'm not overly worried. An IS-7 is not normally a tank of choice I like to take on at the best of times. And I was also the only one that thought it was a good game, obviously. How do we do? Oh, very decent, just under 6,000 combined damage. First class mastery. Quite pleased with that. 4,700 XP, some missions in there, and we came top overall. Well, I hope you enjoyed those 2 games. Me, as usual, in a light, fast tank, not being particularly skillful, getting away with murder, and having quite a lot of fun doing it. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.